My name is Mike.
And my name is Pete.
We're two good-looking nerds. We're both say it at the same time, but you won't.
Comic books, movies, modern video games, old video games, and professional wrestling or sports entertainment.
Hello, digital spirits in the digital world. I'm Mike, the boy wonder Brandy, and this is...
And I'm Pete. Can't think of a cool nickname right now. I'm Dizabel.
And we are two good-looking nerds.
nerds.
Thank you for saying it at the
You're
same
welcome.
time.
I was starting to feel a little sympathy, so.
Okay, this is a attempt at a bi-weekly...
It's template, man. Let's keep it up. Stay positive.
Yeah, let's stay positive at a podcast that we like to do.
And when it comes to wrestling, there's so much to talk about, man.
There's so much to talk about.
Bi-weekly is not enough.
Bi-weekly is not enough. We like to talk about wrestling. And at times we may venture into other things, but majority, our emphasis is on wrestling.
Yeah.
So, first major topic, Seth Rollins' injury.
Okay. All right.
He was injured in, Glasgow?
House show.
Yeah,
First
house show.
night. Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
It's sidelined 6 to 9 months.
Yeah, ACL tear, right?
Yeah, ACL, MCL, all that. Yeah, but anyway, so, I think it's good for Seth Rollins' career. It sucks that he's gone. I love Seth Rollins, okay? Mm-hmm. But, everybody can admit that act was getting so stale.
Right.
So, maybe this is something that he needs to get over. He'll come out and then he'll have a big return next year, hopefully, if they do it right. Because, he's such a center point. He comes back, I imagine. It'd be like the Triple H of 2000. Right. So, I kind of like it. I think it'd be good for them to reinvigorate it. And the instant change-up that it brings for Raw, it got me interested in Raw again.
Yeah, so for once, you are actually positive on something that's going on with the WWE. Because you're positive about Seth Rollins' injury. And you know what? I'm going to join you and agree. I'm going to agree with you on Seth Rollins' injury. The whole Weasel act was getting stale.
Yeah.
At the same time, I was looking forward to Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns at Survivor Series. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
But now that's been changed and whatnot. And hopefully Seth Rollins is able to recover. And we wish him well. 6 to 9 months. Long time.
It's a long time. But, he's good, man. He'll come back.
And a caveat to that is that the WWE announced that they're going to have some type of tournament for the World Wrestling Championship.
Yeah.
So.
Well, they'll actually say it on Raw tonight.
Right.
I imagine that's probably how they'll introduce Raw for the opening 20-minute. Yeah. Right. I just read that The Undertaker showed up there, so I don't want them to give him the belt because that's what everyone's saying already, that they're just going to give it to him or Brock Lesnar and hope for the best. But, I hope that they do the little tournament that they previously announced. And, I want it to be good. I just want a surprise. I need a surprise.
With that being said, who do you think should be the new champion? Do you think it's going to be Roman Reigns?
Man,
all arrows pointing toward him to finally capitalize on this opportunity?
I think if it was him and Seth Rollins at Survivor Series, then I give Roman the title. Mm-hmm. But now that everyone expects Roman to, win the tournament and get it, I don't think he's going to get it now. Because I don't think that this is how they want him to win it the first time. I think they wanted him to beat an established champ.
Right. You know what I'm wishing for, actually, is now that...
Kurt Axel?
No.
The return of Kurt...
No, Kurt Axel is your...
Hey, you're still going from last year's Royal Rumble. My man.
Anyway, what I want to happen is that now that Seth Rollins is out of the picture, which, can be a negative and positive like we talked about, but I want Roman Reigns to... almost like he's going to win, but I want Ambrose to interfere, and I want them to have because Roman Reigns is going to need a new rival, right?
Yeah.
So Ambrose can be that guy, and Ambrose, as we've seen before, can be a superb heel.
Yeah.
I think there's an opportunity for Ambrose to steal the title,
but I don't think that they'll do that because
it's a smart play.
It is a smart play, and it'd be good because they're probably two of the best people that they have right now. But I think that they'll fear that people will cheer Ambrose even if he is the heel.
That's true too.
Because
Ambrose is a fan favorite.
Yeah. So I think that they'd probably cheer Ambrose over Roman Reigns if the two of them were to have their own program. Because they know that Roman would get cheered over Seth Rollins, but when it comes to Ambrose, even with a heel turn, I mean, sometimes that just helps people. Like New Day, they started with the heel, but now they're a good thing,
So how about the opposite then? Roman Reigns turns heel.
Yeah, I think that'd be good for him. I think that'd be good because as a heel, he doesn't have to have that much mic time. Because he can come out and be the badass that they want him to be. He doesn't have to come out and do the stupid, cheesy comments that he does.
Did you see the promo from last Monday night, or you missed that one?
I think I missed that one.
You missed that one? That was the first 15 minutes of Raw.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on.
He just pretty much said the usual spiel and, believe that.
Yeah.
And, I'm going to take the championship, whatnot. And then, of course, Seth Rollins at the time, uninjured, interrupted, along with the Authority.
Yeah.
And
you know what I think would be really great, and this is completely left field, but I think it'd be awesome if Triple H was just if Triple H just took the title for himself. I don't know. Or put himself in the tournament.
Well, you know how the internet would react to that. People love to hate on Triple H, and, he married
Burying a new generation.
Yeah, burying a new generation, marry the boss's daughter, pretty much runs the, in a way, runs the company, at least more so than any other wrestler in history.
And the whole circumstance with Seth Rollins got me interested in Raw. So that's good. I'll stay up. I'll watch the first hour of it, and I'll see how it goes.
So in other words, you are excited for Monday Night Raw.
Yes, I am.
Are you going to watch Monday Night Raw over the San Diego Chargers and the Chicago Bears?
Yeah. I don't have
Because I think both are Chargers are 2-6, and the Bears are 1-6 or 2-6.
Yeah, they're both losing teams,
right.
But when it comes to fantasy, they're both big.
Exactly.
Yeah, huge fantasy points for both teams, but I don't have anybody. So my wife might make me watch it because she got Jay Cutler. So.
All right. Well, other than that, like I said, I'm looking forward to Monday Night Raw, and hopefully they do something big. This is a great opportunity for WWE. Also, with that, apparently injuries is the new thing because. Nikki Bella, I guess, is taking the time off to recover, nurse some injuries. Mm-hmm. And you don't like the Bellas at all, so I think you're okay with that.
You're right. I don't like them at all, but I'll give it up a little bit because I started to like Nikki Bella's wrestling.
Yeah, so you noticed she was
getting good, and she was able to hang, and she was getting a lot better in the ring. And then
that's a compliment to the people she's wrestling too, though.
Yes, that's true. That's true. But, with her gone, I think that's good for the Divas division. Because hopefully they actually do something with it. But we'll talk more about that when we talk about Survivor Series.
That's what gives Brie nothing to do. But as a single,
it gives Brie nothing to do and Alicia Fox, which is good. Because I don't need to see a fucking triple threat every Monday night.
Yeah, every night. Good point.
Or a mixed tag or, I don't need to see that every night between the same teams.
Also, Randy Orton, like I said, all these injuries. Randy Orton's out 4 to 6 months.
Randy Orton's out.
Two major if you want to count Nikki, three major wrestlers in WWE are out with injury.
Yeah.
Can WWE recover from this?
Yeah, of course.
Are you okay if Randy? Do you miss Randy Orton? You think this is good for Randy Orton too to go away?
I think it's good for Randy Orton. I think it's good for anybody who's a huge established star to go away for a little time, because you got to let the younger people do it. And, WWE, all they cared about the last few years is Randy Orton and John Cena. And by few, I mean 10 years.
Well, you know how I feel about Randy Orton. I do not like him as a face.
Yeah.
I think hopefully when he, if he's gone 4 or 6 months, like they say, he comes back as a heel because that's where he excels.
Yeah.
The whole face thing and him getting the crowd pumped up, it doesn't work with me. It doesn't fit.
I agree. I agree.
I miss the Legend Killer, by the way.
Yeah, he does the middle rope DDT and, cheer. I don't like that. No.
You don't like that spot, the middle rope DDT, period?
I like the middle rope DDT spot. I think that's a classic spot. But I like him as a heel doing it, not as, I don't like cheering that.
I miss the punts, too. Those are always fun.
Yeah, the punts were great.
So.
Yeah.
All right.
Much like the curb stomp, but.
Hey, that's also gone too.
Yeah, but you could do a pedigree.
That's another thing. When Seth Rollins comes back, hopefully the curb stuff comes back too with him.
Hopefully he comes back with a new attitude, a new gimmick. And, if he comes back and he's immediately back to his whiny old self, then, oh, man.
Well, when he comes back, it all depends on what everybody else is doing. Like, where's Dean Ambrose in that? Where's Roman Reigns? When he comes back.
Yeah. Well, and this is also an opportunity for them to establish, like, I don't know, man. That's why I want to watch Raw. Because what if, like, Bray Wyatt becomes champ or, something, like, unexpected.
And I suggested that to my friend in Philly, but this is coming up on the next topic, is that, Team Wyatt is supposed to face Team Undertaker Survivor Series, unless they have them do 2 matches or whatnot. But
yeah,
I think it would be awesome if Wyatt won a championship. Finally, he can excel to that level that I wanted him to when he first came in. Came up.
But I mean, he's never even won. A rivalry. Yeah, he's never won anything. He's lost to Cena.
He beat Ambrose.
He beat Ambrose. But he beat Ambrose on a Monday Night Raw. He didn't beat Ambrose at, a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view.
He's never captured any title.
Yeah, none.
Not Intercontinental, not even tag team.
Luke Harper, Intercontinental Champion.
Yes, right. Luke Harper won a championship.
But not Bray Wyatt.
So with that being said, are you excited for Team Wyatt versus Taker?
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I think that'd be better used for Undertaker's capacity and stuff.
And a tag team match limited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, it's a chance for, hopefully, the Wyatts to go over and win that. So it gives them some bit of credibility. So, I mean, Braun Strowman, or however the fuck you say his name, choking everybody out. But then when Roman Reigns won the feud, like, it was just over like that. But Braun Strowman was winning his matches.
Right.
So, hopefully this lets them put Wyatt over with a pin and the wins and stuff, and not somebody else in his faction.
That's interesting because, the whole Wyatt family is already established. You got, Braun Strowman, Eric Rowan, Luke Harper, and, of course, Bray Wyatt. But who's going to be a part of Team Taker? Well, it's just Undertaker and Kane. And obviously, the injury of Seth Rollins affects the other cards.
I wouldn't be surprised if they found a way to, like, get the Dudley boys in there or...
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if X-Pac comes out.
Oh my god.
Like just something so random. Like X-Pac, Sean Waltman comes out.
I was hoping you would say like somebody from that era of like like the APA or Gangrel.
Yeah, Gangrel.
Somebody
Edge and Christian.
Somebody who was a part of the ministry at one point or another,
Yeah.
It'll come out.
Well, we'll see. I mean, there's still they got 2 weeks to do it. Hopefully, Raw, they answer some questions.
WWE creative. Yeah. Not very creative. But anyway.
I'm looking forward to it, but I already know I'm going to be disappointed. So.
All right. Also on this past Monday Night Raw page, won a, Fatal 4-Way?
Yep.
For the number one
contender for the Divas.
Divas Championship. Should be women's, as we already know.
Yeah, should be women's championship.
And I was actually okay with it. Well, I'm okay with it, but I still would really want Sasha to get on that level.
Yeah.
But then again, I understand this whole rivalry with Paige and Charlotte. They got to pretty much finish it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what I think that they're gonna want to do is I think they're gonna put Charlotte over Paige.
Right.
And let Charlotte win because Paige is like one of the only established divas, if you want to call them a diva.
And actually, out of all of them, she's the only one that can really speak on the mic. Out of all of them.
Right now. Paige?
Yeah. Would you say?
Yeah, I would say that she's one of the better ones. The Bellas they're not horrible, but...
The Bellas are like Brock Lesnar. They're better when they do those promos, those little,
Yeah, vignettes.
These vignettes things, whatever. But when they're out there on the mic just speaking, since I don't want to vomit.
Yeah.
But Paige, on the other hand, she's awesome. And when she won the match, because I know you didn't know, but when she won the match... you gonna say something?
No, sorry, go.
When she won the match, my boy, what's his name on the commentator's table? Saxton. Saxton came out there and interviewed whatever. My boy Saxton. And she did a little spiel and whatnot, and then she said, shoo. She was like, shoo away. You can go away now, Byron. I was just playing the way she did it because she's already arrogant. The way she plays out the arrogant role is pretty. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
but then at the same time,
you've always liked Paige.
I always liked Paige, but at the same time, I also hear, on the dirt sheets that she's pretty arrogant even behind the scenes because she's been quote unquote wrestling for 10 years, in the business.
Well, I mean, we'll see. I mean, it should be an entertaining match, and the Bellas aren't in it, so.
Mm-hmm. And will Charlotte finally gain some personality?
God, man, I
like her days at NXT when Well, she was pretty much about her wrestling skills, and she's a great wrestler.
She would stick to the shorter promos, and
Mm-hmm.
she didn't. They're going to the well too much on the whole Ric Flair thing.
Right.
And it's obvious. I mean, anybody could tell. So, hopefully it establishes her and sets up a different feud once Paige leaves.
Well, speaking of someone else that I love, this next rivalry is Ziggler versus Prince Pretty.
That's right,
Tyler Breeze. And so, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I love what they're doing with Tyler Breeze.
Because you said they're both the same character, which they're not.
No, they're not. They're not.
Oh, you admit to it, finally. They're not.
Yeah. Because I fucking love what they're doing with Tyler Breeze. Coming out in his VIP section.
Yeah, VIP section.
Yeah,
little selfie
bodyguard,
stick,
the selfie stick. Even with the Summer Rae, I think it's working great. And I think, stick to the character and stick to doing it like this. Like they did with Fandango a few years ago.
Right.
Like they gave you a little bit and it was good and
Mm-hmm.
it made you want to see him wrestle and I mean they completely flopped on him but with Tyler Breeze I think it's coming along good and if he goes over in his feud with Ziggler I think that'd be great too. Hopefully somebody wins their first feud.
Right. Especially as I like Tyler Breeze. He's definitely a throwback to those 80s 90s characters and he's fully embracing it. He got the whole on his boot, the little, what do you call those things? I don't know, the little feathers or
I
stuff
don't know
like
what
that.
those things are called.
It's pretty awesome, though. Macho Man used to wear something similar to that.
Yeah, he did.
And he hit...
with the tassels and stuff.
Right,
Ultimate
exactly.
Warrior. Well,
you might have missed it Monday night, but he hit Ziggler with the beauty shot.
Yeah.
It was, awesome little spinning spin wheel kick,
yeah.
I guess you call it. And of course, with that, he put the selfie stick up and you saw the big Titantron thing.
Yeah.
And, the crowd, I'm not sure how the crowd feels about Tyler Breeze yet. I think they're still trying to get used to it.
Yeah.
Obviously, the NXT crowd loves him, but the normal, regular WWE fans are still trying to adjust to him. Every day. So,
no, I just give it some time and it will get over.
But who do you want to go over, though?
I want Tyler Breeze to go over.
Smart man. Smart pick. You better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not that high on Ziggler now with his Rusev and all that crap.
Yeah, but that's not his decision.
I know, but still.
Okay. All right, let's go to a quick round of buy or sell. So, buy or sell, Bray Wyatt is the Eater of Worlds / the new face of fear, replacing The Undertaker.
Man, I don't know. I heard the same thing last year. I mean, if they pull the trigger and they do it, then I'm for it. But if they keep doing it so reserved and, then no. I mean, if you're going to do it good.
Well, he did a pretty good promo on Raw, pretty much saying that he took the souls of...
Oh, you're talking about when that scene with the fire and the lightning and crap?
Well, yeah. He took the souls of Taker and Kane. That's what he wanted. The bodies are just bodies. He doesn't need them.
It reminded me of an older school promo.
That's true.
Yeah, it had an old feel to it. I liked it. I was buying into it. My kids really liked it too. So yeah, I'd buy Bray Wyatt. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, and I guess I'd buy it too.
Yeah.
I mean that's the reason I kind of asked you. I wasn't sure if you were on the same page with me as him replacing him. All right, next buy or sell is a nerd thing, and this guy.
The Warcraft trailer.
Yeah, go ahead. This guy actually played Warcraft. I never really played.
I don't play it. I mean, when Legion comes out, I'll buy the expansion. I'll max out gear probably within 2 or 3 weeks, and then I'll stop again.
But what did you think of the trailer for the movie?
I liked it. I liked it a lot. Took a long time. I think it would have been better if it came out years ago, but right. I mean, they didn't have the technology to get it to where they want it to be. And I think it looks really good. And it looks like it's staying true to the lore, too, of Warcraft, and I think I like that.
Staying true. Well, you know what? As an outsider of the World of Warcraft, man, I'm going to sell this trailer. And you want to know why?
No!
You know what I see? I see Avatar. I see Pocahontas. That's what I see. That's exactly what I see. Rip-offs. That's what I see.
What?
This movie should have came out maybe 15, 20 years ago.
Well, I mean, this dates back to a story of 1990, when the original Warcraft came out. Orcs vs. Humans. But it's okay, man. It's not all World of Warcraft. Before it, there was Warcraft. Warcraft 2, Tides of Darkness. Man, it was great.
I told you, this guy is a super Warcraft fan. That being said, I'll be in theaters to see it.
Yeah, I'll sell it, but I'll buy a ticket.
I'll buy a ticket.
But I'm not gonna like it. All right, I understand. All right, will you buy or sell so far with Batista's professional acting career? And we just saw the Bond movie earlier today, so we won't put out spoilers, but we'll critique his performance.
I think acceptable. There's not too much that he has to say or do. It's just it's enough to get the job done, pretty much.
Yeah. And I like Batista. I thought he was good in Bond and he was good in Guardians of the Galaxy. So I'm glad he's doing this and not his professional MMA career, which he was going after.
Right.
Where he had one pro fight and he won, but it was horrible.
I'm not sure if you heard, but apparently he said that he's done with the WWE.
Yeah, period. He said he had an altercation with an employee backstage.
Right. And he tweeted about it on Twitter.
Well, yeah, that's what he does.
Yeah.
And he's one of those loudmouth people. And, he was a huge established star. 2005 to 2010, 2011. I mean, he was huge. He was up there with Edge and John Cena and all that. I mean, if he stayed with the WWE, he would also be like a 12, 11-time champion. Like everybody else. But
yeah, I think he had a solid WWE career, and he'll probably come back one day to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. He has a Hall of Fame worthy career.
Yeah, I mean, he might come back and do something in a year or two, but not like a full-time wrestling schedule.
Right.
So.
And plus, I always loved his entrance, and I was very disappointed when we went to WrestleMania.
Yeah, and he didn't do it.
They didn't do it because that stupid band they had for Randy Orton, I believe. Because Randy Orton's not stupid band. That was wrong with me. But the band they had on the stage.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted the pyro, his
machine gun. Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do, man?
All right. So buy or sell Nicole Kidman being cast in Wonder Woman. They don't know what character she's gonna play as, but
I love Nicole Kidman. I'm gonna buy the shit out of that.
She was. I had a big crush on her way back for Batman Forever.
Yeah,
she was Chase Meridian.
Yeah, she was great. Man.
So it's 20 years later. It's been a long time since she's been in a comic movie. Go figure.
Wow, it's been that long.
1995, man.
Wow.
And she's still.
She's aged well.
Yeah, she's aged well.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna buy it. She's a great actress. It's never a mistake to add talent.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I mean, just another feather in DC's cap.
That being said,
that's good.
If all these great actors are playing those Wonder Woman movies, they're really gonna make, what's her name, Gal Gadot look bad or look good?
I mean, even when she was in the Fast and the Furious, it looked like she was able to hang with Paul Walker and Vin Diesel and The Rock and shit. So I don't think that she'd have a problem being the focal point. I don't see anybody really stealing the scene from her.
We shall see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're still skeptical, but, I mean, you can't not be a skeptic when you're a fan.
True.
Wise words.
Wise words. Buy or sell Sting's career being erased. Did you hear about that rumor?
Yeah, I've heard that
reaction.
rumor.
Look at the reaction. Look at the reaction.
Yeah. Yeah, I've read that. I skipped right over that article.
Oh, you did? You did?
And WWE doesn't have the power to do all that stuff. I mean, what was that? They took him out of one Seth Rollins Vignet, and they only did that because they didn't want people to associate Seth Rollins with hurting somebody.
Right.
They didn't do that because they wanted Sting out of the fucking.
And plus, remember, he was involved in the promotion for 2K16, if you remember the commercial.
So I mean, there wasn't. I mean, somebody just was a dick and wrote a stupid article.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, they just didn't want people to think. Let's put Seth Rollins up there, talk about his glory, but he injured a legend. And then if somebody saw that, they would be like, that's kind of a dick move.
Right.
WWE 15 years ago, they would have put Sting in there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
WWE now, no. Because
PG,
they want
man.
They want it to be out of your mind that an injury happened.
Right. This is a public company now. They need to appease certain people in high places. Yeah, very, very dumb idea and dumb article.
So buy or sell, I sell that. That's stupid.
I sell it. And like you said, Sting's merchandise alone, why would they compromise that?
Okay, here, this one. This is a good buy or sell. I like this one a lot.
What's
the
that?
Mex-America. Alberto Del Rio, U.S. champ.
And Zeb Coulter. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell the Mex-American thing because
it's been done?
It's it's been done, and it doesn't make sense that I'm talking about Zeb Coulter's character, not his personal life, but a hick redneck, person stuck in the 50s, 60s would team up with someone from Mexico.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just can't really. I buy into Del Rio and his wrestling skills and whatnot, but those two together. He
came back. He looks great. He's been putting on great matches.
So you buy it. You must buy it.
No, I buy Del Rio being back. And I never thought I'd say that because I hated Alberto Del Rio. Keep him out of the title picture. Like, if I got to see another Del Rio versus John Cena match, I will smash my television. But, I mean, him as the U.S. champ, I think that's really good. Maybe he could get a stable or something. Maybe the Luchadors or the Luchadors. Lucha Dragons are fucking Mexican, too.
What, you think it's going to be like an LWO type stuff?
Well, I mean...
Latino World Order? Latino World Order?
I mean, they have the talent to do a faction like that. I know the Matadors, they need something new to do. They were taken off TV. So, I mean...
That's actually a good idea. Once again, we come up with good ideas. WWE should hire us.
I mean, that could be something that works. I mean, they need people to get airtime. They need stables and stuff. I mean, you have New Day, which is kicking ass. It's one of the best things about it right now. Get more stables in there. Not the Authority.
Well, like I said, I sell the whole Mex-America thing, but I do definitely buy Del Rio, and I like the way he's been winning matches. It's not like... It's what WWE should do with all the matches. You shouldn't win your match with a finishing maneuver all the time. It should be different moves. Show that the wrestler has the ability to win with different moves. Makes it even more dangerous.
Yeah, he was doing the leg stomp off the second rope.
Yeah, that. And
the head kick.
Yeah, exactly. And
he beat Cena with a head kick.
Yeah. And matter of fact, it's funny you mentioned that because Cesaro won a Monday night against The Miz, and he won for sharpshooter opposed to his,
Yeah, that's right.
What's that move called?
Oh man, that's gonna drive me nuts.
What's that move called that he does?
Wow. I'm having a brain fart. The neutralizer.
The neutralizer,
that's
yeah.
Right.
So unless they're trying to get rid of that completely, but
I mean, I hope they do, and I hope they give him something else.
You don't like the neutralizer?
No, not really.
Not as a finishing maneuver. It definitely reminds me of a flapjack that DDP used to use as a trademark move.
DDP.
That's right.
I would like to see. I don't know. I'd like to see another finishing move out of Cesaro because I think he has the talent to do just about anything.
A cool move that he was doing during his matches they haven't done lately is when he throws up in the air and does the European uppercut.
Yeah, does the European uppercut.
That looked devastating enough for a finishing maneuver almost.
Yeah, but they probably took that away because of how violent it looked.
Right.
Like
Once
the
again.
curb stomp. Yeah. And they're like, oh, stop doing that because people are cheering you when you do it. We don't want people to be happy.
Yeah, right?
But, it's all right.
All right, buy or sell. I'm not sure if you heard about this, but they're talking about Indiana Jones. They're going to replace him with Harrison Ford or whatnot. I guess they apparently, one of the writers came out and said that we're not going to replace him at all.
But you can't replace Harrison Ford. If you do Indiana Jones, you got to do, I don't know, his kid. Just recast the kid.
I was going to say, have Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones, but tell a story from the past and have Chris Pratt be that guy from the past. Like Chris Pratt or Bradley Cooper, whatever they want to cast. Or you don't like that idea?
I don't know. I don't know. I would have to see how they do that. So right now, I sell that. I don't buy that. Indy's like a treasure, because Indy's something that hasn't been touched that much. Like Star Wars has been touched, like to all hell, G.I. Joe, Transformers. Everybody has their hands on that. But Indiana Jones has always had its own little thing. You had Indiana Jones, and then, the fourth one that they came out with. But I mean, and they had the young Indiana Jones.
Which was a good series.
Yeah, it was a good series. But I mean, it never had the overexposure.
Right.
It's always been something that's been...
Even to a certain degree, Star Wars never had much exposure. I mean, I know they had the cartoons. I get they had the...
Cartoons, novels,
but maybe I'm talking film-wise, because there's always been like at least a 10-year gap between actual films. Which to me made it special. Like, okay, when a movie comes out, but now... This can go off into another subject, but now they're releasing a movie every year, which I'm not a fan of, but,
Yeah, because now it's just going to be too much.
Right. Kind of like the superhero movies. Ooh, dare I say that. Well, anyway.
Yeah. And now, like, the tail end of it, when you're feeling like that, that's when DC's going to start coming out with their movies.
Took them too long.
Yeah.
But that being said, we will be there.
Yeah, we'll be there, definitely.
In
but
theaters.
You got to strike while the iron's hot, DC. Warner Brothers. You bums.
All right. Buy or sell, Uso returns. The Usos return.
I like the Usos back. I didn't like them as, before they left for one of them hurt his knee, right? Knee or shoulder or something. Because, they were just getting stale. They had the same gimmick, the same everything, but now with them gone, they come back. They just breathe a little fresh air into it.
I guess, because it was actually a tag team division, like I texted them one day. Who would have thought WWE has a tag team division? Because for a while there, it was just looking like the Dudleys and New Day. But now, apparently, I guess the Usos are going to face off against New Day.
What happened to the primetime players?
Primetime players gone.
They lost the belt, and then within a week, they were written off TV completely. Completely.
Well, actually, it's funny you mentioned that because, what's his name? The one that talks to me. The
$millions of dollars.
His name, though.
Huh? The Father of the Year?
Yeah, Father of the Year. What's his name?
I don't know.
You know his name. Titus O'Neil.
Okay, Titus.
Titus O'Neil was there for the WWE Susan G. Corman cancer thing. He did a little speech then.
That's right.
And I was like, why him out of nowhere? I was like, whose decision was that?
I'd rather have him over Roman Reigns.
That being, that's true, but for a wrestler who's been on TV and he hasn't done anything.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you kind of want an established star to be talking about you. Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. But, it felt bad, too, because I like Titus O'Neil.
Right.
And I don't like the little gay one.
Yeah, I know. You don't like his butt move.
I hate that butt move. That is the worst wrestling move ever.
Worse than the rear view?
Yes, way worse than the rear view.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Oh no, worse than what's his name with the?
Oh my God, Santino Marella.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Is it worse than that?
I don't know, man. You're just bringing up a lot of bad memories.
I'm sorry. All right, but
you know what's awesome though?
What's
is
up?
Talking about stupid wrestling moves. I remember when I was a kid. Not when I was a kid. I was like 16, 17. But when Hollywood Hulk Hogan would do the back rake. I loved it! The back rake. It's one of the best. Piper. It's one of the best things ever. The old back rake.
The back rake is your favorite wrestling move?
Probably.
All time.
Yeah, I'd put it up there. The old back rake.
Oh my God. Jeez, that is a horrible choice for a favorite move of all time.
Hey, whatever, man. Hulk Hogan won for 30 years with a leg drop. Why can't you win by scratching someone's back?
At least the leg drop you can sell is somewhat devastating. You got a 200+ pounder
you
dropping his leg on your neck.
You scratch someone's back, he gets distracted, and you poke him in the eye and hit him with a schoolboy roll up. You won.
Regardless, we buy the Usos coming back.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I got way off subject.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right.
Love the back rake.
All right. This last buy or sell. Buy or sell. I guess Cena and Lesnar are supposed to return on December 19th to Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, they're going to be returning earlier than what they were supposed to. I don't give a shit. I don't even care for John Cena to be on TV. So, I mean, if he comes back at that time, I imagine Alberto Del Rio, hopefully they have a program, and they just keep both of them out of the title picture. But John Cena might even come back, and who knows what they're going to do with Raw tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the time they make Cena the champ again.
That's another thing you said in one of your podcasts. I was laughing when I was editing. You were like, give Cena the championship. They give it to him all the time anyway. You were just pissed when you said it.
Just give it to him.
And with that, with Cena being gone, and this is kind of off topic, but I was kind of hoping that he would show up because he's so big into the military that he would show up for tribute to the troops in Jacksonville, here in Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah, here in Jax. Probably should
obviously not to wrestle, but at least to do a promo or something like that.
I mean, he shows up, he doesn't show up. It's all the same to me.
Of course. But at the same time, I remember you standing up next to me when John Cena showed up at WrestleMania 30.
Yeah, and was I cheering or was I booing?
You were booing. What was I doing?
I was booing. You were mixed in between.
Yeah. I didn't know what I was doing.
You were doing both chants. You were just excited.
Yeah, I was just excited, All right, that's the end of the buy or sell topics. Now we're going to our final thoughts. And the final thought being Star Wars. As you know, they released a new...
Oh, yeah, the new trailers.
Yeah, new trailer, commercial, all this stuff, all their promotion gearing up for the release of Star Wars The Force Awakens in December.
Yep.
So...
I'm buying it.
You're buying... Well, don't worry, this is not buy or sell, man. This is just your final thoughts. What do you think?
I'm just excited.
You're just excited, yeah.
Every time I see the Star Wars trailer, which I've probably watched an unhealthy amount of times, every time I watch it, man, I just get giddy and I get happy. It just brings me to a place I like to be at.
Especially when I see Han and Leia together, you know, it really sparks some, you know, inner emotion in me.
Good.
And even seeing when Han's like, yes, it's all true about the Force and everything, it's so funny because you remember back in the first one, he was like, I don't believe in this
he
stuff.
was real skeptical, yeah.
Yeah, you know, so.
I don't care about those legends and those fairy tales. Yeah.
So I'm very, very excited. I'm also excited. This might be the first Star Wars game I might buy, but Star Wars Battlefront. I mean, not might buy, but buy at least a long time. But
yeah, Battlefront. I'm gonna buy it on the PlayStation 4.
So you are gonna buy it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Are we gonna play it together?
Yeah, man.
That's right.
That's right.
Rebels or what are we gonna be?
Oh come on, man.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna be? The Force? You gonna be the Empire?
No, I'm not gonna be the Empire.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna be? I mean, what side are you gonna choose?
I don't know.
You seem so conflicted.
I don't know. I gotta wait. I have to read up on it. I gotta see the classes that they have, and you know, I'm probably gonna play like 10 hours on one side, 10 hours on the other. See which one I like more, and then I gotta see how it goes online and how people favor. Because I'll always play the underdog because I like more competitive matches.
Well, let me know, man, because I will be buying this too. Like I said, this is a big deal. This is the first Star Wars game I bought, maybe since Knights of the Old Republic. And that's been a long time. So.
Oh man, KOTOR, great games.
Yeah, so I'm very excited.
Yeah.
All right.
Be great.
Another final thought. This is, I guess you consider it nerdy, considering it's based on an old comic strip and cartoon. Yeah, Schultz. What'd you think of the Peanuts movie?
I thought the Peanuts movie was great. Took my wife, my 2 sons. I mean, we loved it. It was really good. I thought they stayed true to it. I thought it was really good. Positive message. It was nice.
Absolutely.
Comedic. Yeah. A little bit of drama, but not like an overblown drama.
I knew when I went with my girl. I knew when I was invested in Charlie. I was like, oh, why does everything keep going wrong? I told her that in the movie. I was like, why? I was like, oh, Charlie got me invested again.
That's right.
But
the old Charlie Brown Charlie Brown's flying a kite.
Yeah, exactly.
And everybody's cheering for him.
Yeah, that's right.
Flying a kite.
Stayed true. Like you said, it's the source material. Didn't deviate.
No.
It didn't update it with these stupid fart joke type stuff that you see in the Smurfs.
No shock comedy. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
no trying to
make it hip. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Like Alvin and the Chipmunks
can't
and stuff.
stand those.
But no, it was good. Stayed true. It was really good.
Yeah, like I text you that whole tribute to Schultz, you know, with the making the comic strip and everything. You know, hit me inside. I was like, you know, that's how you honor you know, artists who made stuff like that.
Oh, it was great.
Take note, DC and Marvel.
Yeah.
Anyway,
take note.
All right, we just saw this movie. You know.
Okay, no spoilers.
No spoilers.
Spectre.
Scale
1 to 10, I'm gonna give it a 5.5.
You changed your score.
It went down. I left it on a 6 when I left the theater. I had it on a 6 out of 10, but now that I've reflected on it, I give it a 5.5. But
I gave it a 7 out of 10. I'm sticking to that, which I gave.
7.
7.
You're being too generous.
You think so?
It's not worth a 7.
I might have to watch it again, but
not worth a 7.
The acting was still on par. You got to give some credit. You know, Daniel Craig as usual.
Yeah, Daniel Craig did good. You know, of course that stuff's good. Okay. Yeah, you can have it a 7.
See, exactly.
I'll keep it a 5.5.
Yeah, like I said, no spoilers, but I was disappointed in the song "Writing on the Wall" by Sam Smith.
Yeah,
that was not a very good James Bond song.
No, I agree.
Like I said, it was very considering Skyfall was like the zenith of James Bond songs that Adele made. This was like the
it was bad. Bad follow up.
Yeah, bad follow up. You know.
Yep.
And like you said, if you're gonna do the cliches of the classic James Bond, you know, wackiness, whatever, you just have to stick to it. You can't just like we're gonna do.
Yeah, how like it was bubbly 1 second and then the next second it was like super serious.
Right.
Like, you know, Skyfall was one way the whole time.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, you can't do both. You know.
Yeah. I thought that they did great in like Casino Royale. I thought that was really good. That was probably my favorite new James Bond movie. My favorite Daniel Craig one.
Yeah, at the same time, I still miss the the Pierce Brosnans, the cheesy one-liners, and
Yeah.
And I don't think, and Daniel Craig's a great actor, but I don't think he can pull that off as well as those guys.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there was a scene, not that big of a spoiler,
go
but
ahead.
in the beginning of Spectre, he was in a building that got blown up,
Mhm.
and then he fell, and then like he just casually landed on a couch.
Right.
So it was like that classic James Bond charm /
Right.
luck. And I thought that was good,
Mm-hmm.
but then it took a real serious tone, and then it tried doing another big comedic thing
Right.
like that at another, and I just didn't think it worked.
I thought his chemistry with Q was pretty good. That's always classic James Bond stuff.
Yeah.
I remember I was against the young Q being cast in Skyfall, but now I've I accept him as Q.
I agree. Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, but overall, I mean, we will see the next James Bond movie.
Yeah, of course.
And whatnot.
Yep. Whether it sucks or it's great or whoever is cast, recast, still go see it.
All right, well, it comes to that point in the show where we do the movie of the week, as you know, Pete.
Mm-hmm.
And for you, we're going to start with 1993.
Movie in 1993, huh? Oh, man. I could say Jurassic
Park.
I almost said Jurassic World. Jurassic Park. But I'm going to have to go with an oldie and the best, man. Homeward Bound. With the two dogs and the cat, and they go through the wilderness to get home, and then the very end, where he's like, well, he was an old dog, Shadow, and, Peter, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, 1993, Homeward Bound.
And that was a good movie, man. All right, your turn to pick the year for me.
I'll go with 1993.
Wow, 1993 for me?
That's right.
Great choice. Sarcasm. Anyway, that's easy. The movie I'm going to choose? I'm going to choose the movie Cool Runnings, which was about the first Jamaican bobsled team.
Amazing movie.
In that movie, they won the bronze medal, I believe. Maybe not. Maybe they just participated.
Yeah.
I kind of don't remember, but they just participated, and it was a big deal because, like I said, it was the first Jamaican bobsled team. It starred John Candy, Dougie Doug.
Love John Candy.
Leon Robinson, I believe. He was a big black actor in that time during the 90s. But either way, it was a great sports movie. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out, download it, Netflix it, whatever you got to do to see it. But it's very, very good. 75% on Rotten Tomatoes, so it means it's certified fresh and definitely worth everybody's time.
Nice, good quality movie.
All right, Pete, and as you know, of course, we have the game of the week.
Mm-hmm.
So I choose the system, and then you choose the game. So for you, I'm going to choose the very old school classic Game Boy.
All right, man. If you're going to make me choose my favorite Game Boy game, I'm going to have to go with Metroid 2, The Return of Samus for the original Game Boy.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember and playing that and on the Game Boy, and my dad would always be like, "Go outside and play on it."
All right.
Because he's like, a Game Boy's meant for being played outside, not inside. So I was like, okay. So I just remember walking up and down my block, playing Metroid 2, The Return of Samus, and that's probably the best one. That and all the Zeldas, but I mean, if I have to choose, then I'm more fond of Metroid.
All right, well, for the Game Boy, I'm going to choose Super Mario Land.
Really good.
The reason I'm going to choose Super Mario Land because it was the first game I actually played for the original Game Boy. I remember I found the Game Boy, I believe, at my home. It was my old brother's Game Boy, and I was able to, find batteries for it and get it working. And Super Mario Land was the first game I got working for it. I don't believe that game was mine. I may have borrowed it from a friend at the time, but it was just a cool experience. For me as the first portable video game. I could travel with it. It wasn't in color or whatnot. It was classic black and white, but it was still revolutionary at the time. It was Mario in the palm of your hands. It was great. So that's the game I choose.
I agree. Great game.
All right, well, that's our show for today. If you like our podcast, please comment and let us know what you think. And if you have any comments and suggestions on how to better the show, let us know. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. Other than that, I'm Mike the Boy Wonder Brandy,
And I'm Pete.
and we're two good-looking nerds signing off.
Farewell.
Pretty well. Peace.